All right, welcome everybody. Hello, hello. We are on episode 10. Episode 10 of Sip Happens.
Love it.
Our little
crazy.
I know, this is amazing. And it has been so much fun. And we're going to kick off today and actually just have a really open conversation and discussion about what it means to each of us for being a scan tech and how it has changed our business and it has changed our approach to our business and how we run our businesses. Because the cool thing about being a scan tech with the technology that we have and the equipment that we have is how we're changing lives. And everyone's going to share a little bit different story here, but it really how it changes our approach to our business. We're not just competing. We're not just sharing supplements and products, right? We're showing people what is going on in their health, what options they have, and then being able to track the changes. So I'm not going to go into great detail, but I just really would love each of us to share a little bit about, how the scan tech component, having the bioelectric scanner and having the software that we have that is proprietary software that nobody else has. No, it doesn't exist anywhere else. How that has changed your business and your approach to business. Who'd like to share?
I mean, I'll go first.
Okay.
Obviously, like you were saying, that it shifts the focus like away from simply like selling the products and more towards providing like a personalized wellness support. And then just identifying that support and, making recommendations like to feel more targeted and intentional. So instead of they're just taking the supplements and they don't know what's going on with their body, they can actually see the changes whenever they rescan. And one thing I know with, we've said that the scanner itself is like 90 to 95% as accurate as blood work. I know my mother-in-law actually had her blood work done and we did her scan. Once we got her results back, everything was in line. Like her scan results were in line with her blood work. And I remember like we just went down and visited her. And then when we got back, she got her blood results back. And so we were talking about it and going over them. And she's like, wow, this is crazy. So now it's kind of like, for me, it kind of just solidifies the fact that it is as accurate. I've had that, the firsthand experience of being able to, now she doesn't have to go get the blood work every time. We can just scan.
Yeah. You know what? It's crazy. It really is. The technology is shocking when you think about it. It's like, how can this work? And for those of you who don't know what a scanner looks like, it's this little small, it looks like when you take your blood pressure at home kind of thing, with this little thing that you put on your finger. And that's it. So the little frequencies that it picks up on that can pull 45 systems in your body and tell you exactly what's going on, it blew me away. Because for me, my entire adult life from 25 to 60, I had no clue what was going on. My favorite saying is they put a Band-Aid on a bullet hole for all those years. I was the guinea pig. Let's try this. Let's try that. This isn't working. Let's try this. Here's some more meds. Here, let's try that. Here's some more meds. Then other things started, and you go through your life just doing what you think you're supposed to do. And you don't think about it. We're all obedient children that follow instructions. Right. And at some point you have to go, okay, that's enough. Let's get to the root cause. Let's find out what is happening. Why is this happening? Not just how do we cover it and make maybe the symptoms die down. Let's fix it. Let's get in there and really fix it. And the reports that I've seen have really, I've been shocked. And we've done, our scan events, we've done one-on-ones. We go into businesses and do scan events for, companies, and we'll do family and friend gatherings. It's so much fun to get that many people together, even if it's just one at a Starbucks, I've done scans on some people that thought they were all that in a bag of chips. They come in and you can tell they work out and they do the thing. But let me tell you, the results that scan showed was not a healthy body. Mm-hmm. They might be in the gym and they might be doing the workout and all that, but what are they eating? What is their stress level? Their daily habits are not in alignment with what they think that this outside shell looks like. So in order to have that and be able to tweak it, it's like, we're not telling you to change or fix, and we're definitely not diagnosing anything. So get that right up front. Right. This is a window with suggestions. And when you can take your protocol that you're doing right now, and if you think you're on the right path, you may be, but you may need to tweak something here and there. And the fixes or the adjustments that I've seen have been minimal, and the results that I've seen have been remarkable in a short amount of time. So I love it.
Yeah. What's funny is I'm going to kind of go completely opposite here, right? Because all of you were like, you heard about the scanner and you're all excited. And I'm like, I don't want the scanner. I don't want anything to do with the scanner. And this is being 100% honest, right? Because I'm thinking I want to do my business online and I don't want to meet people and I don't want to go out, and I did all that. Like, I was tired of all that. And then I get the scanner and I'm like, oh my God. Number one, I am a people person. So I do love being with people. And having a direction and answers changed the game for me. Yep. And, not that long ago, I was all about, oh, this is what you need. This is the supplements. This is what you need because here's the science and everybody needs this. Well, really? Like, do the scan. Why not know? And I think the beauty of it too, a lot of people, they're not close to me. They can't do the scanner. We can't meet.
Right.
There's that questionnaire that we can send you, and they can answer, and we could figure out kind of like the systems in your body that need a little bit of help. But wow, the last few months have opened my eyes to why not know?
Mm-hmm.
Why not know what you need instead of just taking a blanket product that influencers are telling you this is what you need.
Yeah, and it's not a cookie cutter thing. There a lot of what we've experienced before. Like you said, everybody needed this and everybody needed this and everybody needed this. Well, you know what? Everybody doesn't need all of that. One person needs some of this, more of that, and a little of this. Or, and that's where this protocol comes in. And it's so awesome because it isn't a one size fits all.
Yeah. It's not. In fact, I can't even tell you how many times I've scanned someone and we're going through their report, and, because it's picking out some very unique things. It's 45 different functions, body functions, which, by the way, a blood test will not test 45 different functions. And if it does, you have to pay extra to get all of the extra things done. So I'm just mentioning that. Yep. Blood test generally only does 4 to 5, maybe 6 components at a time. So I'm going over their reports with them, and it will highlight something as something. It might have something to do with their eyes or their skin. Their whatever, their liver, and they're like, yeah, like, how does it know? Like, people are shocked. Like, I do have problems with that. Like, they haven't even said a word. Like, I know nothing about them.
Yep.
And this report is telling me exactly what is going on in their body. Yep. And like, with so much accuracy, people are shocked. And when they see this, and then now they have a report showing it, now they can have a real plan of action based on facts, right? Based on statistics and report that shows them. And then the beauty for all of us in this business model is that as people apply whatever recommended protocol there is, right, whatever that recommendation is, whether it's nutrition, including the supplements, et cetera, when they include the supplements, we do a free scan every 30 days, as long as they're following, some recommendation. Mm-hmm. And they're seeing, and we're able to compare now what has happened in month 2, month 3, month 4, and we're watching their body change, and they're seeing it. And I'm telling you, there's nothing more valuable than making decisions based on what you know versus what you don't know.
Yep.
Absolutely. You know what I love about this is it's not just for like us. It's amazing that even doctors' offices, chiropractors, med spas, vitamin stores, everybody can have one of these. If you're a brick and mortar, if you're a physician, if you're any of those, the range of who can use this to help so many people is so amazing. People that you probably would never even think of, so the gyms, the trainers, the influencers, I mean, it's just crazy. The possibilities are endless.
Agreed. Yep. Just to get it out there, right? Just for people to know, for people to know and have, like you said, have like a roadmap, because, we didn't have one, like, unless or unless you're going to get your blood work done, like you really are just kind of like following suit. You're following, what somebody else may have experienced, and, I want to try that. Or you don't know. And I think the majority of people too out there, and even in the health and wellness industry, which I have been, and all of you have been for decades, right? The knowledge of realizing everybody needs a detox was mind-blowing to me, because you think you're eating clean, you think you're this, but just living in this society nowadays, we all need a gentle detox. And I think that starts the whole system, I think, just feeling better once that is done.
Yeah, that's right. And there's such a funny out in the world, the word detox. So many people are afraid of that because there's so many things out there, and they're not gentle.
Yeah.
They're not gentle, and you better not leave your house.
Right.
This one was so gentle. And for me, having severe IBS, I was able to not worry about anything. I could leave the house. I didn't have to change all my eating habits. I didn't have to have that soup for a month, or just tea for a month, or smoothies for a month, or, my routine stayed the same, and I just added a couple things in, and it was amazing. And within 30 days, I could see the difference on my next scan, the changes that had made. And you said something about the blood work, and doctors have this "you're fine" thing. And I did a scan on someone a week ago, and I spoke with her the other day, and she's laying on the couch, and she says, "My doctor says I'm fine. I'm not fine. No. He says my blood work is fine." And I'm like, I could tell looking at her that she wasn't okay.
Yep.
And her scan showed she wasn't okay. And she was deficient in so many areas. But her blood work and doctor said she's fine.
Yeah. But it also, like Lisa said, it might have been something that they didn't even.
They may not have even
tested it. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I also want to clarify for those of you listening and watching that the scanner itself, so I know Jerry Ann, you can hold it up. The scanner itself is not proprietary to our company. It has been around for years, I think 10 years plus. This scanner is used in doctors' offices and chiropractors for those who subscribe to understand what an electrobiofeedback scanner is, right? So the scanner itself is available anywhere. It's the software that is proprietary. It is the software that is taking the information from the scanner and then dialing it down and then providing feedback on what does that mean. That's what really sets us apart, because it's information in, information out. Once you have the information, what do you do with it? And then that puts us in a really unique position, because now we can say, based on your results, here's what we can specifically recommend to you. And so when we talk about the business of being a scan tech, it's about allowing us not to have to be a doctor, not to have to be a specialist, but learn how to read the scan and provide the correct information for the end user to be able to make an informed decision. That's what it ultimately comes down to. And so I'd love for us to share a little bit. Jerry Ann and I recently got to do an event. We actually did we did a beauty and health event where there were a bunch of other vendors, and it was so much fun and it was so exciting. And what it did is it brought in people that were already interested in their health. They were already interested in like, what is this and how can we do this? And it was amazing because like we were just slammed the whole day. Like we just had a waiting list of people waiting to get scanned. And by the way, we charge for the scans, right? Because there's incredible value. Even at an event where we give a discount, we still charge for it. There's value to it. But then it allows us then to talk with people who are really, really interested. Imagine attracting your right people. Yep. That's the beauty of this. We get to just attract. We don't have to, try and convince people of anything. If they're interested, they're going to want to do it.
Yep.
I'd love for you. I know Erica and Janelle, I know you guys have also done events. Like it changes how we can do our business and just bring in interested people.
Well, it's crazy, Lisa. You said you were at a health and beauty event, right? Health and wellness. And that's exactly what I'm looking for. I'm looking for health and wellness. But I just happened to be at my hairdresser's salon a few weeks back because she wanted a scan. So I went in for her scan and she's just at a salon. And as she's getting scanned, 7 or 8 of her customers were like, what are you doing? Can I do it? What are you doing? Can I do it? And I mean, it's clearly, if you are around people who care about their wellness, you don't even have to be at a wellness event. It could be anywhere because people genuinely want to know. And if they have questions or anyways, it blew my mind there too, because, you always think you have to be in one spot, but really who doesn't want to know about their health?
Can I give you one little edit there?
Yes.
It's not about who doesn't want. The people who take care of themselves are the people who invest in themselves, right? Because I'm going to share something. Like I had a couple of people say, "Oh, I don't know if I want to know," and I'm like, "Then that's probably not for you, right?" It's not. But the people, and all of us have been in this space, and we know people who take care of themselves are the ones who are willing to invest, and this is what attracts them.
You're right.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. I love it. It's great. So funny how one little thing can just change the whole direction of what you were so used to doing in the past. Yeah. Right? Now it's all about scanning. It's all about knowing. It's all about having that suggestion for people, right?
And we don't have to convince someone to take this supplement or that supplement. We're just going to say, that's what your body needs, right? It's up to you. You get to decide if you do it. We can track it and we can then see the results.
Yep.
Boom. Game over.
Boom.
There's nothing that ties you down to anything, but there's so many people that they think they're doing the right things and they're on a health journey. I mean, the gyms are packed, but how many of those people that are in the gym trying to get healthier actually know what their body on the inside is actually doing? Are they absorbing what they're putting in their body? Right. And if they're not, then all that work they're putting in is going to be delayed because they're not going to absorb what they're giving their body if they don't go through the detox or they don't get the right supplements or they've got to get out of that nutrient deficiency. And if they don't know, then they don't know.
Yeah.
Right.
Agreed.
Knowledge is power.
Yeah.
Knowledge is power. So
I tell my kids.
Thank you all for listening in with us again for episode 10. We are going to talk about all these subjects here and there in the next few weeks to come, but we just wanted to briefly explain a little bit about the scan tech business and how it really is for anyone. It's been a game changer for us, and anyone who's into health or wellness, you definitely reach out to us, even if you'd like a personal scan, more information on it, or you just want to learn how to become a scan tech. I mean, we are here for you. Message any of us on this call and we will get you all the information that you need.
Absolutely.
Yay. All right, we'll see you in episode 11 coming up soon. Have a great week, everyone.
Bye, guys.